Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another Schedule 1 video. Today we're going to be going over a absolute mega super duper end game only setup efficiency barn slash docks cocaine build that you'd ever need in your existence. And the reason why I've done this is because if you are going to be messing around with mixing stations, it's better to have two mega factories linked up and working together than it is having to order stock to the barn and mix a stock to the docks together, where you just don't have time to do that constantly. So we're making one big ass mega farm that you guys can follow along and literally make the best of the best and print tens of thousands of worth of cocaine per day in the game. So we're going to start off with 10 botanists in the barn, and then we're going to go over the way that this is all set up. Now we are going to have, let's go over here, 26 storage racks with the 10 botanists. We're going to pick up this one just to show you how everything's placed. First things first, we're going to place the first ones. So one in from the door. Okay. And you go 1, 2, 3, 4 from the beam. And then from the beam, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like a wooden beam here. Then you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Place around like that. Same on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. These racks, these 4 racks here and here, obviously there'll be 4 there with that, are extra storage for soil, for fertilizer, and for seeds. Now we're going to go over the rest of the build. We're going to do storage racks first. You place one in the middle of the 2 beams just evenly. So as you can see, you can go 1, 2, 1, 2, place. Same with this one. 1, 2, place. And then what we're going to do, we're going to come around here and we'll do these storage racks in the middle after we've set up these pots. Now it's going to be a bit awkward for me to get around and show you with all the leaves, but here we go. Same again, 1, 2 there, 1, 2 in the middle, 1, 2 in the middle, and that is them set up. Now we're going to go over the pot placement. So as you can see, we're placing this not up against the wall, but just 1 square away and 1 square to the right of the pillar. I'm going 1, 2, then a space in between. As you can see, there's a line of 1, 1, 2, another space, 1, 2, another space, 1, 2, another space, 1, 2, another space, 1, 2. And we're going to turn around. We're going to make sure we have, like, as you can see, a 2 by 2 square in the middle so you can walk up and down. Then we're going to do the same here. So from this beam right here, this pillar, we go 1, 2, where you place the storage rack, you know, as you'll see, you'll have a 1 gap, a 1 square. So you go 1, 2, space, 1, 2, space, 1, 2, come up to the pillar. Then you'll go 1, 2, space, 1, 2, space, 1, 2. And then you'll be there at the beam. And then you're basically going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Just straight and simple. From the beam, you'll have a gap, and then you'll just go 1, 2, space, 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 all the way to the very end. Leave a gap here, obviously. Then you turn around. Once again, there's a 2 by 2 walkway all the way up and down here. And you're going to go 1, 2, space, 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 all the way down to the bottom. Now that these are set up, at least the suspension racks, you'll come from the suspension racks, this first one, in the middle, in line with the center of this one. So the middle thing is the middle point. You'll go 1, 2, and on the third one, you'll place. Same on this side. 1, 2, third one, place. That way then there's space, and you'll do the same here. From the center of the pots, as you can see, the middle one, you'll go 1, 2, place, and the same on this side. 1, 2, place. Simple. Then, at the bottom of here, you're going to be placing a drying rack as far up against these stairs as you possibly can, straight down the middle, and then you'll place this one, 1, 2, 3, away from these pots. And then you'll just place your 2 drying racks up against here. You're going to have 60 plant pots, 60 suspension racks, 60 full spectrum lights, 20 drying racks, and 11 beds. So this is going to be 2 of your drying racks, 2 drying racks up against here, 2 drying racks here, 2 drying racks here. I have a space in between, 2 drying racks here. And the reason why I've got a space here is because the AI can walk through these small gaps and these small gaps, so you don't need to worry about them not being able to access these. In here, we're going to have 20 extra long life soil, 30 fertilizer, and 30 cocoa seeds. As you can see, I've already been testing it and trying it out to make sure that it worked perfectly fine. So assigning the plant pots is going to be kind of janky on my side, because as you can see, when I pull this out and I select that, I have to get it at a certain angle, so I have to do it on an angle to get this. But regardless, first things first, we're going to select every single plant pot, like so. How's everyone's day going today? Is it going well? Are they enjoying their Schedule 1 journey? Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think of the game, what your favorite parts of the games are, and what is your favorite drug / mix to do in the game? I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say. And what content are you hoping for there to be added into the game? So it's a bit weird for me to click on each plant pot, just because the already have seeds in and stuff, so I have to look at it like from an angle. Otherwise, the game thinks that I'm trying to select the plant pot in front. Now, once you've selected all the pots, should say 60 pots. Click Manage, click Seed, Cocoa Seed, Fertilizer, and then you will not be adding a destination yet, because we're going to be assigning 3 pots to each drying rack. Now, before we actually start assigning anything to any of these things, we're going to click on all these drying racks. All 20, and then you're going to make sure it's on heavenly quality. I personally prefer to have heavenly quality, just down to the simple fact that customers do pay more for heavenly quality drugs compared to premium, and why not? Because if you can do it and it doesn't even take up that much time, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer at the end of the day. And obviously the destinations are mixed because they all go to different ones. Now we're going to assign people to all of these things. Now yours are going to be different because when I save and reload, when I had a problem with the cauldrons and it fixed it, these botanists walked around and moved. But I'm going to try and explain this to the best of my ability without having to redo it all. Obviously you assign each of them a bed, and then you'll assign a storage rack. This is the first guy. So the first supply rack is this one right here. We'll go back and then you'll do the pots and drying racks. I will recommend you assign the drying racks in the assign section first, so that way then they'll prioritize working the drying racks over the pots to actually get the drying racks working properly and flowing. Regardless, we'll click back on 1, 2, and then you'll choose these first 6 right here, and then that's all you do to select and then click enter. And we're going to go back out here, and then we're going to find the second guy, which is this guy. His supply rack is this one in the center, and then his drying rack is this one, and then these 6 pots here. Go back. I'm sure the next one is this woman. It's not. Sorry about that. Give me a moment. Here's the next one. So your next botanist, you'll give the supply rack on the outside here. And I've just scrolled out, so I need to go back to her. And then the pots and the drying racks you're going to assign are these 2 and these 6. That is because they're the closest to here. And these 2 are the closest to there. Then we're going to go back out. Then we're going to go grab this 4th one here, which will be these 2 drying racks, these 6, and the supply rack will be this one. Then we'll go to the next person, which I'm sure was this one. Yeah, so she will be assigned to these 2 drying racks. And then over here, these 6 pots, and to this supply rack because it's the closest. Yes, I know that the drying rack is pretty far from here, but trying to optimize the space and make it as efficient as possible. This is what I have deemed the most efficient personally. You guys will probably be able to figure out something better for yourselves. This is basically just setup guides to give you guys inspiration to maybe make your own builds and things like that. But if you do want to copy this build, you're more than welcome to. You know, that's the whole point of it. We're going to come back out. So we've done this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Yep. We're coming to the next one, which is this guy here. Supply rack is going to be all the way down here in the center here. Go back, and then his drying racks are going to be these two over here and these 6 here. All right, then we'll grab the next one. Pretty straightforward, which is this guy. His supply rack is going to be all the way in the corner over here. Obviously, you'll have to jump and crouch to get through these. Right there. His 6 plant pots are here, and his drying racks are the ones right here, since obviously those are the furthest ones over here to go with these. Now, I'm showing you step by step because I know there are people that will be watching this video that need to be walked through step by step. So this is what we're doing. So here's going to be supply racked here. Here's going to be having these 2 dry racks and these 6. This person's drying racks and pots are going to be all the way over here. And then these 6 pots and her supply rack is going to be this one. And then, of course, you know, the last one, which is this guy. His supply rack is going to be this one right here. And his drying racks and pots are going to be these 2 to these pots. Now, we're going to be going through this and setting up the destinations of the pots. So the way that you want to do it is you want to destinate the pots up to the same drying racks where the same person is working. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, destination, drying rack 1. Okay, scroll out and go 1, 2, 3, destination, drying rack 2. Those are the ones he's working on. Now, this guy is working these 2. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, destination, drying rack. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, destination, drying rack, because he works on it. To know that he works on it, you'll see the same picture from each one to know that he's working on it. Then we're just going to go down the line here. This is going to probably be a bit more confusing, but we're just going to go down the line here. 1, 2, make sure that I select the right one that I did before. Them 3 to the first drying rack that she's working on. And then you'll go 1, 2, 3 to the second drying rack that she is working on. That's her done. Then this guy, 1, 2, and it was this one, I'm sure. Yep, 3 to destination drying rack. This one, once again, he's got the same picture. 1, 2, 3, destination drying rack 2. Pretty straightforward, to be honest. Just link up the pots with the right guy. So 1, 2, and 3. I'm hoping. Nope. This one, 3, 2. This drying rack, because it's the same one that was working on these. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3 to this drying rack. It's very confusing, I know, but you know, we've tried to put as many pots in here as possible. We've tried to make it not so buggy as possible, so that way then like it just runs fluid, there's no problems. And obviously I've had to do certain things to make that happen, so just bear with me and appreciate you guys bearing with me. I'm sure it's 1, 2, 3. Nope, it's not that one, it's this one to this drying rack. And then once again 1, 2, 3 to the second drying rack that he's working on. As you can see, it's got his face on both of them and his face on both of them. Then we're going to go to this one. 1, 2, 3. Nope. 3 to this drying rack, because that's the same one that she's working on. And I'll keep repeating this to drill it into your guys' heads. 1, 2, 3. Second drying rack she's working on. Then we'll come and do these ones. Go 1, 2, 3 to that drying rack, and then 1, 2, 3 to this drying rack. And then we just got these last few, 1, 2, 3 to this first drying rack, because this, don't forget, this guy is the one where he's working these two. All right, then we'll run back down here and we'll do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Clicked on the wrong one there, to this drying rack. And then you should just have these last 6 here, which shouldn't be too bad. 1, 2, 3 to this first drying rack here, and then obviously the last one being 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 to this drying rack. There we go, guys. We got there in the end, and then we're going to go across and we're going to destinate every single one of these drying racks. We're doing them in groups of 3 to try and even them out as much as possible. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do it to this drying rack. Obviously you could do it like left to right, right to left, it doesn't matter what order, as long as there's 3 drying racks to each one. The last one will have 2 drying racks to 1, but this is as even as I've been able to possibly make it. All right, these 2 are mixed, so I'm trying to figure out how I did this. So these 3 were to that one. But then, was it this one, this one? No, 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 no. Regardless, let's just ignore the mix shit. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, right? Then 1, 2, 3 to the next one, right? Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to the third one. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to the fourth one. This is what you will be doing. Don't look at what mine's looking like. It's just that obviously I already had it set up in a certain way. 1, 2, 3. Grab that. Come all the way down here. The 5th one. Then we'll go back up here and go 1, 2, 3. Go down, do the next one, and then you'll do 1, and then obviously the other one, which was there, to the last one. So just make sure that you have at least 3 of every drying rack to each one of these storage racks. I know mine looks confusing. I set it up earlier and I can't specifically remember which drying racks are selected to each storage rack, but it does not matter. You don't need to do it in any specific order for it to be more efficient. Just make sure that you try to hook up 3 of any of each drying racks to each storage rack possible, and you should be left with the last one having 2 drying racks to that storage rack. And that is this place complete. Make sure you've assigned them all beds. There's 1 bed here, and then we're going to show you the other beds, which are up here. Yeah, 4, 8, 9, and then there is the 10th one. We have our 11th one over here to sleep in personally, but that is basically the barn build. I know it was kind of confusing because I already had it set up and my workers moved around and stuff. I just didn't want to nuke everything that was already set up and redo it all over again, because it took me hours to already make this as it was and test it. I know that this works. I haven't had a single problem with any of the botanists, so appreciate you guys bearing with me. Just listen to what I've said. 3 drying rack destinations to 1 storage rack, and you will be blissful. Everything else I showed you step by step exactly the way that I had it set up. It's just the drying rack section that was a bit. But anyway, we're going to go over to the Coke farm, over to the DOCKS warehouse, and show you the set that we have there. We are going to be pulling all of these leaves and might as well take them over with us. So what's going to happen is, as the day goes on, they're going to start stacking up these shelves with all of these leaves, and then every 2 days or 3 days you come pick up these leaves and then drive over to the docks. We're going to catch up back with you when we get to the docks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now that we are back here, we are going to go over what we have employee wise. and why. So we have 4 handlers and 6 chemists. Yes, that is right. 6 chemists for 8 cauldrons. So in here we're going to have 28 storage racks, 8 mixing station Mark IIs. You can use Mark 1s if you would prefer to. 8 cauldrons, 8 lab ovens, 11 beds. So we're going to go over the build, then we'll go over showing you the assignments. So we're going to straight up pull this out of here to show you. So we're going to have 4 storage racks here, straight from the door, left to right, 1 here. These are just extra storage. Don't worry about the soil and the seeds. I just ended up putting it there from a previous build. It's not a problem, but that's extra storage. These 4 are what I use is when I'm full of this stock, I will continue to just do deliveries constantly and fill up these racks if these are full. That way then when these start to go down, I can just start chucking it into there after so long, and I can just keep flowing the deliveries and stay on top of it. That is what I would personally recommend you do with these racks, because obviously I have another 4 on this side for the other ones. But yeah, so we got these 4 here, 1 there, then we're gonna have 4 here under the stairs. These are the only 4 spots that they can fit possibly under the stairs. These are your first 4 mixers. Then you're gonna have a 2 gap, and then another 4 here, which is going to be for your leaves, which we are going to have a handler take the leaves from the storage racks into each individual cauldron to keep them topped up with the leaves. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have the cauldron placed right beside that, and then we're going to have a lab oven 2 spaces away from the cauldron looking at it. Then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, a 3 space. And then we're going to have a lab oven up against this beam, another lab oven up against this beam. And then we're going to have 1, 2, 3 cauldrons. We're going to have a storage rack here. This is going to be filled with gasoline. So every like 7 in-game days, you will just have to grab gasoline and fill up all these cauldrons. It will literally take you 30 seconds, if that. And it's 7 in-game days for the gasoline to be fully used up from here, since it only uses 1 gasoline per 7 in-game hours. Remember that. It's okay. Everything will be okay. I'm sure you can do it. Either way. Storage rack sideways up against 1, 2, 3 cauldrons, and then we're gonna have 1, 2, 3 lab ovens here, made up like literally in line with there, so 3 fits behind the wall with nothing being covered in the hole. Then another cauldron, lab oven facing the cauldron, lab oven facing the cauldron, and that is that for the cauldrons. And that we're gonna have another 8 storage racks here. Then we're gonna have a 1, 2, 3 space here, and then have the 4 racks there. Once again, another 4 racks here for mixer, another storage rack there for just random storage if you need, and then a storage rack here, which is where your end product is going to be. As you can see, I already have a brick there. Your brick press, if you're not using brick presses by this point of the game, what are you even doing? You need to get on brick presses ASAP, give them out to the dealers. It's just so much easier because you can give them more stock to sell. I have 6 dealers right now, and with this coke, I'm making anywhere between 60 to 75k per day. That's what the dealers are making. That's without me even doing anything. I've got all 6 dealers, and they're not even only just the coke that I'm making. They have some meth, so I'm losing out on profits from these 2 because they have extra stuff in, but everyone else is making maximum profit by that. I'd recommend with any products that you are trying to sell, don't go with the 1.6 times rule. I always feel as though whenever I've put it up to 1.6 times, I lose a lot of profits. I hardly get any calls, and my dealers sell hardly anything. I go with the 1.4x rule. I've never had a problem with 1.4 times the suggested asking price of a product, and that's that. Now we're going to continue over here, and we're going to explain how we place these mixing stations. So we're going to do it 3 away. So there's 3 blocks away from this. And as you can see on this storage rack, you know, it will be like, oh, you can place here, but then you won't be able to place, like, so you'll be able to place here underneath the stairs. You'll go 1, 2, and then you'll go 1 out. And then 3 away is where you'll place your first mixer. There's no easy way to explain it better than that, realistically, besides that. And then you'll go back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back, mixing stations all the way down, and that is that done for your mixing stations. If you want an easier method, you look for the centerpiece, which is about here. You see this line here coming from the floor, and then you just go place a storage rack there, which it will allow you to place a storage rack there, pick this one back up, and then you just place your mixing station, the back of it, in line with the back of this, and then you just go all the way down, loop around, all the way back up. That is the setup and brick press right here. That's literally everything set up. We're going to go over here, and we're going to start setting up destinations before we start assigning. So we open up this destination, this lab oven, and we're going to go here, destination, this lab oven, destination for this this cauldron to this lab oven, destination for this cauldron, 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 this lab oven, and then destination for this cauldron, this lab oven. Sorted. Then you're going to select every single one of these 8 lab ovens. I've missed one there. You're going to select the destination to this first mixer all the way down here. The reason why this is the first one is because the mixing stages go all the way around in a loop from there to here, and then it goes straight into brick and straight here. So when I pull up and I run in, I can grab my stock and go out and go hand it to other people. Simple as that. The recipe that we are using is motor oil, Coke, Paracetamol, gasoline, Coke, batteries, horse semen, mega bean. Don't worry, I'll have it pinned down below in the comments if you are too lazy to write it down or remember it yourself. I got you, boys, don't worry. And then obviously you can set up these racks however else you want to, because you'll be pulling from these into there, not the handlers. And now we're going to go over assigning everyone. We're going to go with our cauldron and lab oven people. The way that I've done it is cauldron, lab oven, cauldron, lab oven. Assign the first stack that we're going to do is this cauldron, this lab oven, this cauldron, this lab oven, and we'll go to the next person. Now, I know you guys are going to be sat there like, oh, but it's really buggy when you have 2 chemists, well, 1 chemist to run 2 cauldrons. I have already done a run, as you can see. We've got Coke pumping, and the first day that I assigned them to it, all of them of the chemists that I assigned 2 cauldrons to only used 1 cauldron. I saved, I reloaded, and after that I didn't have a single problem. Now maybe whenever you reload the game, like save and then you turn off the game and then come back to it a few days, when you reload, just make sure that they're still running fine, because you may need to save it after that and reload again because you haven't played in a few days or something. But personally, all I had to do was save and reload once and everything was fixed. That is obviously just personally. You may have a different shenanigans going on, but that is, you know, this is what I've tested and it's worked for me. So we're going to select this cauldron, this lab oven, this cauldron, this lab oven, and so on and so forth for the last few. So that was this one. So then we'll find the other one, which is this person. Come all the way down here. Do the same. This cauldron, this lab oven, this cauldron, this lab oven. And then the last one. This person. Make sure you assign all these people beds. I'll show you where the beds are here in a moment. This cauldron, this lab oven, this cauldron, this lab oven. That is that all assigned. Now we'll go over the beds. The way I have beds set out is 1, 2, 3, so side, straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, so 1 straight, 2 sideways, 1 straight, 2 sideways, and 2 straight. This one's my personal bed, but this is basically how I've just got all the beds set up here, and there's no problems. You don't need to worry about storage racks that I've got up here. If you want to, you can have extra storage racks for extra storage, but it's not needed. Okay. So continuing. So I showed you the last one. Now we'll just go over the mixers. We'll go over the mixers, and we're going to be given 1, 3, 5, and 7 mixing stations to this person. And this person's going to get 2, 4, 6, and 8. Okay, the reason why I've spaced them out is because then, you know, this one pings, has the stuff there, that person moves it over there, this person works that, while this person's working one of the other ones, and technically they should be working in tandem. Technically. This is just a theory, but it seems to flow really well. Then we're gonna assign all of these. Threshold 10, destination, next one. Then you close, threshold 10, destination, next one. 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 Threshold 10, destination, brick press. Then we manage the brick press, destination, large storage rack, and we are done. We're gonna go over these. So starting from left to right, what I ended up doing, the first 2 handlers that I selected, I assigned the storage racks with the leaves to the cauldrons. So the first route will be this storage rack to this cauldron. The next one will be this storage rack to this cauldron. The third storage rack to the third cauldron, and then the 4th storage rack to the 4th cauldron, just like that. Easy peasy. This is obviously where you're gonna evenly put all of your leaves in as you bring them over. Now we'll go to the next guy, him, and it's the same, exactly the same on the opposite side. It doesn't matter what order, whether you do it left to right, right to left, they're all leaves and they're all going to cauldrons. So I did this storage rack to this cauldron, and I've just scrolled, so I'm gonna have to click on him again. Hi, this guy, there we go. Then we've done the second storage rack to the second cauldron, third storage rack to third cauldron, then 4th storage rack to 4th cauldron, just like that. Nice and easy. Then nothing else to him. Obviously you assign him a bed. Now we're going to go over the mixer racks to the mixing stations. First route will be this motor oil storage rack to the first mixing station. Then it will be the Coke storage rack to the second mixing station. Then it will be the third paracetamol rack to the third mixing station. Then it will be the 4th gasoline rack to the 4th mixing station, and that is him complete. Then we're going to run over to the last guy, which we're going to assign him the brick press. Then we're going to go over doing these, so doing left to right. We're going to go Coke storage rack to the 5th mixing station, the 6th storage rack, which is batteries, to the 6th mixing station, the 7th storage rack, which is horse semen, to the 7th mixing station, and then the last storage rack here, which is mega bean, to the last mixing station. And that is basically the whole build set up start to finish. I even tested it, so you little gremlins in the comments can't complain like a bunch of hoes, you know. But yeah, that is the absolute giga farm. If you want to pump out 10 to 20 bricks per day, you know, this is how you do it, by setting up this. It will take about 3 days to actually get rolling, like all the coca leaves pumped through, dried, and everything, to get everything start processing to begin with. But then after that, it is smooth sailing, as long as you keep on top of your deliveries and making sure that your soil, seeds, and fertilizer are constantly stocked on the, well, I say constantly stocked, but every in-game few days, go over there, stock all that back up, then come back, make sure that your mixers are stocked up here, and that your leaves and gasoline are stocked up. That is all you've got to do in the game. You let your dealers do all the selling, and you make between 60 to 75k per day. Easy peasy. There's no point in me sleeping and showing you, because I saved and reloaded the game. I think I did. We'll find out here. But yeah, man, oh, there you go. 66k dealer earnings today, 470 XP. Now you can make more XP in the game by doing deals yourself, because dealers make less XP. But you know, if you just play the game passively like this, eventually you end up max rank like I am. I'm literally haven't been unlocking anything for so long. But if you guys enjoyed, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below, let your boy know what you thought. And I want to know you know, what you guys want to see. I've been contemplating doing a Schedule 1 playthrough where I edit it up, do 20-minute videos every day or every other day of start to finish, little memeing stuff, little comedy stuff. But obviously I'm gonna have to take more time to edit and whatnot that. Or maybe start playing other single-player games like Subnautica or Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, or playing games like TFT, or I just can't wait for Subnautica 2, man. Subnautica 2 is... I'm going to rinse that. I love that game so much. But, yeah. What are you guys enjoying the most about Schedule 1 right now? What is your favorite drug to actually make, start to finish, whether it's meth, weed, or cocaine? And what is your most favorite mix? What is your favorite thing to do in Schedule 1 to begin with? Because it might not even be doing any of this and building or automating systems, or, you know, it could just be running around beating the hell out of police and people, you know, pickpocketing people and stuff like that. But yeah, it's been your boy, Coconut Stick. I really appreciate every single one of you guys that have lasted up until the end of the video with all my yapping and catastrophes involved. You know, we're all human. We all have flaws. We all have faults. And you know what? I don't give a goddamn about what a lot of people think about me. But, you know, I'm pumping these videos out, trying to help newer people to the game that need some inspiration on builds and stuff like that. I've kind of wringed it dry. I can keep pumping more out, but it's just not... it's just not working, you know? You know, I'm sure it will get annoying eventually, and there's only so many setup builds that I can do. I can't wait for the new content. It's going to be fun. Hopefully there's new apartments, new drugs, new police raids, turf war stuff, all that shenanigans. Is going to be good fun, but I'm going to be peacing the fuck out, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Appreciate you all. Have a beautiful day, every night. Peace the fuck out, motherfucker.